The following is a podcast from a qualified senior care provider heard on the Answers for Elders radio show.
And welcome everyone back to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And we are here again with Rebecca Bowman from SASH Services. And that is www.sashservices.com. And Rebecca, welcome back. We've had an amazing conversation in our first two segments about really how do you do right by your loved one when it's time to make that transition. And certainly perspectives are everything. And I loved our first two segments, so I can hardly wait to what we're going to talk about this next one. So where are we at now?
Let's dive in. We want to help both sides understand where the other one is coming from. So this next one, we're going to talk about who helps mom and dad through the sorting and packing and moving process. And gosh, everybody is well-meaning. I just want to say that from the get-go. Everybody is well-meaning. Mom or dad sometimes do expect their adult child to take 4 months of leave from work and to help them go through every box, every photo album, every cross stitch, every glass in the home. They're remembering decades back a time when family always did that for each other. There weren't professional downsizers back then. And today, the adult child can hardly imagine how they will be able to take leave from their job, come from another city or state, use their vacation time, pay for flights to come and sort through decades of household items. They're overwhelmed by it. They're stressed out, and this causes tension in the relationship. Their perspective is that anyone can do this, especially professionals, and they're already handling mom or dad's finances or care management, keeping up with paperwork and so forth. I know a lot of senior homeowners, and I've sat in the living rooms while they've talked about this, they're thinking, this is the most stressful event of this decade. I need you here at my side through all of it. Who else will advocate for me and make sure that I'm okay through the process? What else could be more important than helping me through this major life event? And they feel hurt and abandoned that their adult child isn't the one helping. And then we have some adult children who want to help. And Suzanne, what is our advice to adult children or any family members about the sorting, packing, and moving process?
Outsource it.
Outsource it. Don't do it.
Don't go there.
Please.
You know what? I always laugh because do you have any idea, Rebecca, how many emails or phone calls that I get about families that are in this process, and how many things like, oh, my family, they all get along really well, and I was stunned because now Julie's not speaking to Mary, and and John threw his back out and he can't do it, and my husband has to go back to work and it's his mother, and now I'm stuck with this and it's not even my parent. And the next thing we know, it's just this vicious cycle of what did I get myself into? And the sad part is they take it out on the senior loved one. Like, Mom, I didn't realize how much junk you have, quote unquote, right? And there we go.
No,
it happens all of the time.
Only do it if you want to throw a grenade into your family relationships. That's the only instance in which it makes sense for you to do the sorting and packing and moving. Because let the professionals be the bad guy who says you can't take 7 lamps to your new apartment. Let the professionals say this couch won't fit in your new space. We need to get you a new love seat. Let the professionals come in with their strong backs and their professional gear and haul that china cabinet down the stairs for your mom. Outsource it. And a lot of people get sticker shock when they see, the price per hour that it is for moving or downsizing assistance. And I always say you're investing in the outcome of the home sale, because an empty house will sell for more. An uncluttered house will sell for more. So if you do pay the money to have those things move, then the house is going to get a better price and you'll get that money back. Or the items can be sold And then you can pay for the movers and the professionals
Exactly.
by what you get from selling some of those valuable items. Outsource it over and over. I have seen so many family relationships go sideways over the years, just like you, Suzanne. And I beg families not to do this. And that's what leads us into our next one, which is how to choose professionals that are going to help the senior homeowner through the process.
Absolutely.
And so again, we've got two different perspectives here. Mom's perspective is, this is an emotional journey. I'm scared. I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot of unknowns out there. I want professionals, or not even professionals. I just want people to come and help me who are going to be nice to me, who won't judge me for the condition my home is in, who aren't going to scold me for not keeping up on the backyard, who are just going to be kind and compassionate. So I see seniors choosing people to help them based on relationship, based on comfort, based on familiarity, even if those people are completely incompetent and don't know how to pack glassware.
Or rip them off.
Oh, exactly.
My mom, I'll never forget, she had some guy come knock on her door and said, I'll wash your windows, for all of your windows, for $700. And my mom went, oh, well, you're such a, I mean, he was really nice, quote unquote. And I said, and so she says, yeah, but I paid him and it's been like 2 weeks and he hasn't come.
Oh, see, yeah.
I go, Mom, but he was such a nice man. I go, Mom, you got ripped up. Oh no, he was such a nice young man. I'm going.
And that is it. That's exactly it. That's what they're looking for, is who's nice, who's kind, who calls them by polite terms. And then the adult child comes in, who is the pragmatist in this situation. The adult child comes in, they already have the role of caregiver, bookkeeper, overall emotional support. And so they come in more with a system of choosing people to help. They're young enough, and I say young enough all the way into their 70s, where they're going to ask friends for recommendations. They're going to look at Google reviews. They're going to read the websites of these companies. They're going to look at the social media pages, and they might call an interview with a list of questions. And so the adult children are more clinical and systematic. They're coming from a place of who's competent and affordable to do this job. Whereas mom says, but the neighbor has a son who's a realtor, so I should just choose him. Right?
Oh, it's so true.
And so the adult child is saying, Mom, he's had his license for a month and a half. Like, this is not a person we want trusting with your home sale. And so this, understandably, the parent, the aging parent, is looking for what I'll just say, compassion, comfort, whereas the adult child is looking at competence. And so in no way is either perspective wrong. That's what's so important about our discussion today, is that both the adult child and the aging parent's perspectives are right and valid. They just have to see each other's. And so what I recommend to adult children is choose a number of competent professionals that you would be comfortable with any of their qualifications. Let mom talk to them, bring them in to interview, and then mom can choose the one who is the nicest to her.
Yeah.
And you're comfortable with any of them. Give mom or dad agency, give them a voice, let them have ownership. The dignity of saying, I choose you to sell my home. I choose you to pack my precious belongings. Don't take that decision-making away from mom and dad. It is theirs. But if you are worried about them choosing people who aren't qualified, who aren't competent, who are going to maybe take advantage, then you say, Mom, I'm going to bring you X, Y, and Z candidates, and you decide which one you want.
Exactly.
And I'm comfortable with all of them. I just consider it such an honor when, I'm selling a client's home right now that he has owned since 1957. 1957.
Amazing.
He has owned this home for 65 years and they chose me to sell their home. What an honor that I am chosen. And so this is a huge decision.
Absolutely,
deciding who will represent this important step. Give them the dignity of letting them decide but you throw in your system of filtering out the ones that are incompetent.
Well, and I think too, it's always good to say, before we hire someone, Mom, I want you to be involved in the selection process. So let's agree on how we're going to do that. So that she feels like she's part of this. So say, you know what, obviously these are the things that are most important to me. And so how can we work together? I tell you what, and then go with your system. I'll interview like 4 people that I think are really capable. And then the decision's yours on who you select. I think that's a really good way of coming together. And certainly I'm always one that says, don't spring something on your parent, tell them you're going to have a conversation about it and then set up a process so that they know that they can know what to expect. There isn't this throwing something down on them without,
Right. Give heads up, give a calendar, give a list,
a calendar
about
absolutely.
it, give them agency, give them choice, give them dignity. And whenever I'm working with the client, if I bring in a downsizer and they just don't match chemically, they're just not a good match. I always tell my client, if you're not driving well, they're not going to work here anymore.
No.
It's so important to me that they have that comfort and compassion.
Absolutely.
And that they have the right to say, I don't like the way this person's talking to me because of the stress involved with this whole situation. They should at least be surrounded by kindness, right?
Absolutely. I love that. And so, Rebecca, how do we reach you?
Our website is sashservices.com, and we're located here in the Seattle area, but we do have a toll-free number, 888-400-SASH, that's 7274.
And wherever you are, please give Rebecca a call if you're even thinking about this process. We are very excited to obviously feature her on Answers for Elders, but if you're in another area that maybe SASH doesn't serve, it's okay. You can still refer to someone that is qualified to do what we're talking about today. And we have one more segment, everyone.
Yes, we do.
And we're coming right back right after this.
Answers for Elders radio show with Suzanne Newman hopes you found this podcast useful in your journey of navigating senior care. Check out more podcasts like this to help you find qualified senior care experts in areas of financial, legal, health and wellness, and living options. Learn about our radio show, receive promotional discounts, and meet our experts by clicking on the banner to join the Senior Advocate Network at AnswersForEldersRadio.com. Now there is one place to find the Answers for Elders.